It rained for 2 days. You know, my friends, Sony 100 to 400mm lens is actually a very good macro lens. You can be a little bit chill because you don't have to change the light. I'm actually arachnophobic. However, I'm not scared of bees. And up close, like you can almost see the veins and patterns of these bees, the wings. Well, hello everyone, and welcome back to my channel. It rained for 2 days, and as you can see, it's all wet. I thought about going somewhere today, but then I realized I haven't done so much macro photography these days. So I brought my long lens here to make some photos, macro photos, and hopefully we're gonna shoot some nice macro photos today because, you know, after rain, it's always nice to shoot those droplets on greens, on leaves, and you know, it's always nice. So let's begin. So some of you might ask, but Art, you said you're gonna do macro photography. How are you gonna do that with your long lens? Well, you know, my friends, Sony 100 to 400mm lens is actually a very good macro lens. It's quite popular amongst macro photographers in Korea, and I've already made this shot with this lens, which is also a macro shot. So it's a very good lens. I mean, I even sold my 50mm macro lens for this, so yeah. Anyways, we found our first composition, which is this pink to purplish flower, which is just, the colors just, oh, so vivid, so beautiful. And the background will be this wet grass, which is mostly brownish dark. So the color contrast between the purple flower and the dark brown grass is just amazing. It's just right there for you, you know? Like, it's just such an easy composition. So there we go. So one good thing about 400mm macro, well, not exactly macro lens, but 400mm telephoto lens is that the background becomes really blurry, especially when you're shooting your main subject so close to your lens. And this lens has a very good, you know, minimum focal distance. I believe it's about like 1 meter or so. So it's quite close, and therefore I can make a really good shot. Now, one problem is that it's a bit breezy, so I need to use a high ISO. Say I'm gonna use 640 and f5.6 640th of a second. There we go. And I'm gonna make my shots. Now it's quite breezy, so I need to wait until the breeze stops. There we go. My shot. And let's check the sharpness. I need this flower to be right in the middle. Yes, that's great. Oh yeah, it's beautiful. All right, so here's the first shot of the day. It's a very simple one, but you know, the color contrast and everything is just amazing, amazing.
The first shot of the day turned out great. If you're not new to the channel, you already know that my first shots don't always come out this well. But today was just a lucky day. I really love the contrast between the bright pink flower and the dark brown background. And the small yellow pollen particles on the petals add an interesting detail, which is a bonus.
You know, one good thing about doing macro photography is that you can be a little bit chill because you don't have to change the light. I mean, you can use your, you know, small lamp lights or photography lights. Many photographers do that actually. You don't have to always depend on the sun. And today, as you can see, it's an overcast day, so I don't have any kind of light, but I'm just trying to find something that I can, you know, that just pops out naturally. And well, macro photography is always easy to do because you just need to find a very clean composition, you know, just either some small insect or flower or droplets on the droplets on the water. Wow, that's amazing. Droplets on the green, you know, and you just zoom in, you make a photo, and that's it. Plus, I'm not really a macro photographer. I'm a landscape photographer, so I don't do those focus stacking macro photos. I can't do that because I have to make like 80 shots and put all of them together in some program, and you know, it's just too much faff for me. For me, I personally like macro photos that I just make with my lens, you know, just one shot, that's it. No need for focus stacking. I'm happy with that. So I'm kind of a lazy photographer in that sense. But hey, at least, you know, I really don't consider myself a macro photographer. I'm just doing it for fun because I like it, because I like doing macro photography. So, plus my wife really likes it for some reason. She's always telling me, let's go make some macro photos, you know. It's raining, it's snowing, let's go. So yeah, today is just one of those chill days. Ah, so nice. So if you have watched my other videos, you probably know by now that I'm actually arachnophobic. However, I'm not scared of bees, and that's something interesting because they're the only insects that I'm not scared of. They never scare me. I can't even touch them. And I just found this bush full of white flowers. I don't know the name of these flowers because I'm not really good at memorizing names of flowers, but my wife probably knows. Do you know the name of this flower? Huh? Probably, but probably not in English. Okay, so bees are flying around this white flower, and you know, they're trying to collect pollen, and you know, all that nature thing. It's just amazing to watch, and especially when you're seeing that with 400 mil really zoomed in and up close, like you can almost see the veins and patterns of these bees, the wings. So that's really nice, and I just made a couple of shots which I think they're quite nice. I didn't have quite enough time to make a video whilst I was making these photos because, you know, I had to move quick and I had to make photos. So yeah. Oh, it came back, so let me make more photos. All right, so here are the shots.
At first, I thought it was a bee, but I think it's some species of pollen collecting fly that mimics the look of a bee. I'm not sure what kind of insect this is, so if you know, please leave a comment below. Isn't nature just wonderful? A fly that looks like a bee and acts like a bee. I mean, that's just fascinating. This photo was a little bonus for me. I really love the fluffy butt of the little yellow fellow flying away from the flowers after finishing whatever it was doing. Even though I'm arachnophobic, I find some insects cute, and this one was no exception. And here are a couple of bonus photos from the day. It's been a long summer, but finally we can say autumn is here. The temperature has dropped significantly and the trees are starting to change color. In Korea, autumn is called the season when the sky is clear and high and when the horses grow fat. Sadly, it was overcast today, but I was still able to capture some good photos. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, please consider subscribing and liking my content. Thank you so much for watching, and see you next time.